It is repetition which makes for perfection.
He's always kind of in the same pose. He's not very dynamic. Let's just do this. So if you Google Charizard, you can find this version that I am drawing here online. So I am just basically copying by looking and drawing what I see, which is how most of us start drawing, right? Through imitation. And but I just want to make sure I have. I'm going to change the tail a bit. Ooh, does he shoot fire out of his tail? Okay. Poot. Okay. I'm presuming it's a he, but I don't know. Does it? So I'm drawing what I see, so so you guys will know that what I'm drawing is the Charizard. Uncharted territory. His wing is cut off. It's like a carrot in the back of his head. So this is the basic version. Now I'm gonna give it a little flavor. What would I do with Charizard? I'm not going. Do I go full on like realistic diet, like dragon? Charizard the Fierce. I might do that. Like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. It, you know. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Why do I have to say things 3 or 4 times? It's an OCD thing, I think. It's got like Popeye arms. Needs to work out those shoulders and biceps. All right. Charizard the Fierce. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm transforming Charizard into Charizard. I have all the Pokemon stands. Do people stay stands anymore? They're going to be coming after me. This is a 0.4 or a 4. Anyone that's curious. And this is all blurry to me, so I apologize. Whoa, it's so confusing. Quickly make an AI version of the Pokemon theme song in the Game of Thrones style. That would be awesome. Dun, dun, dun. Whoever invented the dit and the dat should be commended. These little dits and dats that I'm putting down create like all the texture and just a sense of realism, right? Good dit or dat. Let's not forget the value. Okay. Let's make the big decisions. How is his hand gonna look? Hand. It's a claw. Have you guys all done your Christmas holiday shopping? Anyone? Anyone? Do you hear my dog barking? Muza. WTF? Halfway done. No, it's almost done. Oh, you're talking about the Christmas shopping. I get it. That's my bad. I asked the question, got answers, and then misinterpreted the answers. I'm trying to create some structure here. What's going on in this whole belly thing? Here's how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to do it like it's a big tablet of marble. I don't know if marble's the right word, but it's like Antarctica. It's the main continent, and then a bunch of icebergs kind of floating off. Fewer of them as they get further away from the main landmass, ice mass. And man, this marker is nice. Whoever wrapped it up did a good job. Kept all the ink in there from drying out. Oh, I'm also going to give them like whatever these things are. Spider webbing. I meant to do on this side too. I have to kind of fake it. It's like his abs. It's abs. I don't know. And then I'm going to put a little movement in its body, because like the drawing, it looked like a blob with a neck. I'm going to bend it like this with a neck, right? So it's going up, and so I need to show like where the rear, as it were, and put like horns on it so like it kind of sticks out, and then maybe spine down the middle. And all that's got to be black on this side. Got it. So there are no rules to magic? Can he create flame anywhere then on his body? I'm thinking like it's a tent, like it's like it opens up like a Venus flytrap, right? Sorry, you can't even see like what I created. Look. So it opens up. He's just wired. The plumbing is different on Charizard. It's fine. No, that's not what I want to hear. That's what you're thinking, because what's it called? What's it called in high school? Life science. You know what I'm talking about, kids? His tail's like a match. Yes, but it need. So you're telling me his tail is on fire. The fuel for the fire.
Some web results. I can show them.
It's funny when people's conceptions of something are challenged. They go, "Oh, it's just magic." Well, I don't know. I didn't make it up. There we go. You see that? Okay. This is all drawing using this 0.4, the same marker in all of them. Luckily I got the unlimited use of dits and dats, so I'm just adding them here and there. Is Charizard male or female? Does anyone know? Not that I know what dragon physiology is, but I'm just going to do that. Mira Redgrave, this is an all ages stream, please. Please. This is a realistic version of Charizard, so it's an elimination whatever. Let's do the dits and dats. And then we got to do the pattern of scales. let's do the same up here. I don't know what this is. I guess it's like things growing off its hip. That's what this is. Can you imagine? I said, hey, take Charizard and Pikachu and draw them in your the way you see them. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do this. Let's make some bold decisions about some values and just darken these up, create more of 3D feel. And the stream on your phone. Do you need this? I've drawn The Witcher. That one came out pretty nice, I thought. Okay. There you go there. And then this goes here like that. Create a sense of balance. I gotta put this other arm. Covers when Marvel was publishing them. All right, we are at time, but I'm going to keep going. Overage. Did I draw a cover of Double Dragon under Marvel Publishing? I don't think so. Why do you ask? Dumpling Man 34, first time chat. How do you decide what to adjust, change when inking over the sketch? How do I decide? I think that is that's the me, right? So if I'm just drawing Charizard or Charizard or whatever, and I'm using the reference which I started with, I'm drawing what I see on the screen. I'm drawing it to model, on brand, whatever. So I'm not, there's none of me in there. Maybe a little bit of me where I kind of turn the lines or add a little bit of flair or detail or bend the thigh just a little bit more, etc., etc. But once I decide, okay, I'm going to do something that is more my take on it, literally my take on it, then I know I'm going to change things up. And so the first variable I'm changing is the slider is like, if you can think of sliders in my head, on one side is super animated, simple, stylized, and the other side is realistic, detailed, right? So I took the slider from the animated side to the more realistic side, got that. And then on the lighting slider, it's flat, right? There's a little bit of lighting on the Charizard, what I saw, like like a dark orange and a light orange or whatever. And I'm going to move that over. Even though this is black and white in my head, I'm moving it over so there's multicolor. And now there's rim lighting, up lighting, reflected lighting, all that kind of stuff. So I'm changing everything that would change if you move those sliders over. So in my head, in a way, I've almost relinquished my own autonomy here, because before I was saying like I'm putting myself into it, but what I'm really telling you now is I'm not putting myself into it. I'm just looking at these sliders and moving them over. There's a number of ways you can sort of deconstruct it or think about it. but you can do it either way, right? Where I'm just adding things that I think are more, that aren't there, that reflect kind of my style and the way I look at reality and how I've drawn dragons before, whether it was World of Warcraft or whatever. Does that answer your question? So then, once I get to a certain point where I've done all the basics, I look at it as a whole and go, okay, how do I make this even more dramatic? Are there other ways to heighten the me that's in it? How do I move that slider over some more? And certainly adding more chunks of like solid black, it creates more drama, and it creates more form, three-dimensionality, and again, it pushes away from sort of like that cartoony version that we started at. And this is all still, so I'm going to go in and beef up some pure black areas to make things pop a little bit. Okay. Did that answer make sense? Okay. Let's do this. Now we're going to extra levels of shadowing and detail. The one's a little more diaphanous. Is that the word? A little more translucent, thinner material. So I'm trying not to do pure black on them. It's almost like you can kind of see through them a little bit, even if they're in pure shadow. Okay. Let's turn the form here on the belly. Dits and dats down towards the nethers. Even though there's uplighting. think I got some smudge there. I just got to solve for the torch on his tail. Okay. All right. Since the light is down here, I don't want to put shadows here, so poof, 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 poof here, and then up here. But mostly here and here, so that the wings will pop off the black shadows behind them. So let's go ahead and try that. All right, let's go ahead and do the poof, poof, poof. The poof, poof. Okay. So where I'm thinking it all goes. Now I'm wondering if it should go in there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay, now we're going to use the whiteout and pull back our foreground from the background that we have just destroyed. This one's in good shape though. So this generally creates something that is repro ready, like you can print off of it. The original looks a little tweaked because there's blobs of whiteout, but I kind of like it because it's almost like a painting. Blot his chin. Here's nose. That. sort of see the dragon pop back out. Like once you put that smear on, it kind of it disappears into the background, right? And now we're pulling it back out, separating it, getting a little bit of that pop. Okay, now over here. This wing especially, it's going to sell this idea. Okay, and then this tail. That one over here. Too much. Guess I should have erased the pencil there too, but I always like, especially the looser sketches, I like when the pencil, you can still see it on the drawing. It's like part of the illustration in my mind. Okay. Okay. Like it, the nostrils. Like they're flaring out of it. There we go. And then, mostly out of the back here, the tail. And one last directional here to, now, gotta give it more of a star shape. Just need a blast coming up this way. There we go. And go back in and add some holding line detail. Basically draw back over the white. It's like a lot of pushing and pulling, foreground, background. When you put the black smear, it pushes everything, flattens everything, the white out, re-separates it all, then going back in with black over the white helps redefine the foreground. And just fine-tune some of these like whiteout effects here, make them more subtle. Don't ask me what these are. They're fire chunks. To a sub, so you need to be a sub to win. Given the new, let's put. Okay. Hopefully you guys learned something, were amused, maybe inspired to draw. So anyway, join the Discord channel. You will get updates when the next stream will be